in a minute. Whatsoever things are true. A promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today, we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to the community. We celebrate with all those who leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and the equality and dignity of all persons, to create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta Augustana Convocation. My name is Doug Stollery, and I have the privilege of serving as Chancellor of this university and conferring all of your degrees today. The University of Alberta acknowledges that we are located on Treaty 6 territory and respects the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant community. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. Graduates, we are very pleased that so many of your friends and family members could join us to celebrate your degrees. As you participate in today's ceremony, you are walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. Today's formal opening procession to the stage originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. Individuals moved from apprentice to master to teacher, assuming increasing responsibilities for learning and leadership in society. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear our University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The colors of your own faculty hoods signify to everyone here and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, or Oxford-style mortarboards, may be considered a symbol of the scholar's independence and freedom. Today, we are all here to celebrate your freedom and to recognize your new leadership roles in the community. You will hear from a member of our Board of Governors and our university president. You will also hear from Dr. Nettie Wiebe, who has accepted our invitation to receive an Honorary Doctor of Laws, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we will begin with the recognition of your degrees. Your dean will present you on behalf of the faculty, and our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and to confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it will be your turn up here with us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. For everyone here, that will be the most important part of our ceremony. Your degree will be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on stage. So, it's important to remember to stop and either shake hands or greet the Chancellor, because that's when you get your degree. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. Joining the ceremony at the center of the stage with me today is our President, Dr. David Turpin, and a member from our Board of Governors, Ms. Sherry Somerville. I'd also like to recognize Elder Mary Muniz, who is here today to extend a special recognition to Indigenous members of our learning community. Distinguished guests on the convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our academy. We're all here to welcome you to the University of Alberta alumni family. I hope you enjoy the day. I'd like to start by inviting greetings from the representative from our University Board of Governors, Ms. Sherry Somerville.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Douglas Scholarly, President Dr. David Turpin, Dean Dr. Alan Berger, distinguished guests, graduands, families, and friends. I'm pleased to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors. Convocation is a special time when the entire university community gathers to celebrate your tremendous achievement. Indeed, the university has much to celebrate, but today we especially gather to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2018. You have achieved a level of excellence which will be forever recognized in your university degree, a University of Alberta degree. Representing the Board of Governors, I and the full board are committed to excellence today and tomorrow, providing excellence in teaching and research that has supported you and will support those that follow in our ever-changing world. Alberta and Canada are a great place for all of us, and great because of this graduating class of 2018. Your degree is a sign of your achievement and the University of Alberta. It is also a sign to others that you are the kind of citizens that bring knowledge, understanding, and skills to the society we live in, competent, giving, ethical, and engaged in the challenges and the opportunities today and tomorrow. Continue to learn, continue to achieve, enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Bruce Hinckley, MLA for Wetaskiwin-Camrose.
Thank you, Sherry. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the University of Alberta leadership, our President David Turpin and Councillor Douglas Stollery, Dean Berger. Thank you, faculty, staff, family, friends, for your considerate and considerable support. It is my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of our Premier, Rachel Notley, and the Minister of Advanced Education, the Honourable Marlon Schmidt. And thank you for inviting me to join with you on your special occasion. I also want to pause just a second to welcome and congratulate 3 new appointments to the University of Alberta Senate. One person is here today, I know for sure, Bill Sears, Kathy McKenzie, and Alan Parker, all from Camrose, serving on the Senate. I want to also congratulate Dr. Nettie Wiebe for being recognized with an honorary degree. On behalf of all Albertans, I thank you for your tremendous leadership, achievements, and contributions. Dedicated and driven leaders like you inspire all Albertans. Augustana has a strong reputation for developing leaders who are breaking new ground and blazing their own trail. I see this ambition and drive to succeed in this class of 2018. Today you have reached a significant milestone in your life, and you join a long line of graduates whose achievements and contributions have lifted Augustana and our province to new heights. Alberta, Canada, and the world continue to be shaped and impacted by Augustana. In fact, 2 former grads have and are working in my constituency office, and many of the students here have helped in my election. As graduates, you are linked by a collective spirit and purpose to be the catalyst of positive change in everything you do. I have every confidence that your education here at Augustana will provide you with a strong foundation to build from and build on. Putting into practice all that you have learned here will empower you to fulfill your potential, realize your dreams, and guide you through whatever challenges lie ahead. After the worst recession in a generation, Alberta's economy is recovering, a lesson for all of us not to give up on the greatness that the future offers. With the economy looking up, now is the time to utilize your education that you have achieved. That is why our government is focused on making post-secondary education accessible and affordable for all Albertans. We have extended the tuition freeze for a 4th year to keep the costs down for students. We are investing in creating more learning spaces, for example, 3,000 new learning spaces in the high-tech sector. In addition to this, we are investing $298 million in capital projects at post-secondary institutions, and we're allocating almost $119 million to maintain post-secondary infrastructure so students have access to modern and innovative learning spaces. Our government's continued investment in students and post-secondary institutions will ensure Alberta's economic recovery is built to last. We all benefit from well-educated people contributing to our communities, society, and economy. Now that you have a post-secondary credential, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your future awaits, so remember to continue to believe in yourself, have the courage to take risks, and follow your heart. Turn passion into action. From the values of community involvement and volunteerism close to your heart, and be ready to embark on an incredible journey that life will take you on. Don't be afraid to step outside the comfort zone and never miss an opportunity to learn. Sometimes the journey will get tough, but when you stop and look around, you will find your family, friends, and community standing right next to you, and you will find the strength through their support to keep going. Dream big. There are endless possibilities in life and many different ways to support and empower others. It does not matter what you do when you graduate, as long as you help others and make your community better. Stay true to yourself, as you are destined for great things. I believe in you. Congratulations on your well-deserved convocation. Enjoy the afternoon. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Alan Berger. I have the honor of serving as Dean and Executive Officer here at the Augustana campus. At this time, I also have the honor of introducing our President, Dr. David Turpin, who will deliver the President's address.
Eminent Chancellor, Dean Berger, distinguished guests, members of the Academy, staff, family, friends, and especially you, our graduates. Congratulations and well done. Today we mark a significant milestone in your lives, the granting of a degree that took years of hard work and dedication. Moments like these are relatively rare in life, and I hope that you will enjoy today and take pride in all that you have accomplished. Convocation is the University of Alberta's most important ceremony, one that is shaped by tradition and symbolism. In this ceremony, we issue your degree and grant you your independence from the university and welcome you into a lifelong, worldwide community of more than 280,000 U of A alumni. Today, we both liberate you and remind you of the enduring connection you now have with the University of Alberta. It's that tension between independence and community that I want to talk about today. A few years ago, we first welcomed you into the U of A. Ours is a big, diverse, and at times fractious community. In fact, it would be more accurate to say the U of A is a collection of communities made up of many individuals, groups of people, disciplines, and perspectives that all coexist under one name, each with a corner of campus that they can call their own. Yet, we are one community, one that builds bridges and creates communal spaces where we come together to debate our differences and to discover our commonalities. These bridges are both physical and metaphorical. The Pearson Pedway that connects Lab to Founders Hall to academic support services, or Highways 21 and 14 connecting Augustana campus to our Edmonton campuses. At Augustana's heart, there are places that belong to no one group, but instead to all of us at once. The library, the Learning Commons, Wacotowin Lodge, and the Forum. In these shared spaces, we come together with a common purpose. That is, to pursue knowledge, generate original ideas, and discover new truths. So fundamental is this mission to our community that the U of A's motto is Quae cum cavara, or whatsoever things are true. Pursuing whatsoever things are true is a high ideal, but you and I both know that the discovery and learning of new knowledge is a messy, sometimes rough endeavor. And although, on the one hand, the pursuit of knowledge is highly individualistic, on the other, new knowledge can only be tested and refined when you cross the metaphorical pedway to see what others think. Before we can arrive somewhere truly new, there's got to be argument and debate, controversy and failure. You can work very hard to solve a problem, prove your thesis or make your case, but eventually you have to bring it into community. And there you may find that someone else has an idea or argument that challenges your own. I hope that during your years here, that you have often been confronted with ideas that trouble you, even shocked your sense of the true and the right, and maybe even infuriated you. It is in these moments that you've learned how to do the hard work of stepping outside of yourself to uncover your own biases and assumptions and examine how they affect your perspective on a problem. Sometimes, and this can be tough, you have to admit that you were wrong, that the evidence doesn't support what you thought was true, and that you need to change your position. At the same time, I also hope that you've had the experience of knowing when you've developed an idea that is worth defending because you've found the evidence and argument to do so. There's been a constant debate in society about the role of a university education. Some people argue that its primary goal should be to prepare you for independence, for your own professional career success. Others contend that the primary goal should be to prepare you for citizenship and service to your community. These diverging views of the university have been with us for at least 200 years. Still, universities endure, and university graduates continue to bring enormous value to their communities, both as individuals and as citizens. So how can you best serve your community? Paradoxically, by prizing and protecting your capacity to think for yourself and respecting and protecting the right of others to do the same. And how can universities best serve society? By prizing and protecting their autonomy and independence so that we can continue to give people like you the space and support you need to think independently without fear of external control or reprisal. To do otherwise would put a constraint on the imagination that would slow the speed of change and innovation, if not suppress it altogether. You, our students and graduates, would learn that conformity, rather than creativity and innovation, is the goal of learning and education. Instead, we need you to be independent thinkers. We need you to question conventional wisdom, challenge the status quo, and propose alternative futures. Why? Because major technological, economic, environmental, social, and cultural shifts lie ahead. Alberta, Canada, and the world need your leadership. We need your generation to shake us out of our complacency and sense of what's right. We need a new objectivity to move us forward. So be brave, be courageous, and take risks. Continually devote yourself to seeking and learning. Strive to create new ideas, and don't fear testing them and debating them with your community. We have confidence in you. We look back on what past generations of U of A alumni have accomplished, and we know that you, like them, will take on the challenge. You, too, will become the future thinkers, creators, and builders of vibrant, diverse, and prosperous communities. So thank you for all that you will do. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And we look forward with great anticipation to all of your future accomplishments. Thank you and congratulations.
knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce Nettie Wiebe for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, our institution's highest honor. Dr. Nettie Wiebe has been described by fellow scholars, and I quote, as a beacon of hope. Hope for women, for farm families, and for those committed to the future of our planet. As a farmer, professor, writer, feminist, political and environmental activist, and champion of global food security, Dr. Wiebe has been an influential voice for ethics and for social justice for decades. The first woman to lead the National Farmers Union of Canada, she is equally at home in international settings such as the World Food Summit and the United Nations Committee on Food Security, or with dirt under her fingernails in the garden or a field of clover on the family's organic grain and livestock farm in Laura, Saskatchewan. As a scholar, her published work includes 2 important co-edited volumes on the emerging subject of food sovereignty, a public intellectual associated with parties and causes of the political left, including a serious run for the NDP leadership in Saskatchewan, she reaches across political and cultural divides to remind us of the powerful impact of economic forces on rural communities. One of her nominators writes, quote, "Politically, she will have had many opportunities, for she has worked a long time on issues which people disagree strongly, but I cannot imagine that she has enemies. That is not who she is." At a time when so much of our society has grown distant from our food, from the people who produce it, and from the countryside where they live, Nettie Wiebe stands out as a voice from the Prairie West that is urgent, critical, practical, and wise. And so today we celebrate Dr. Wiebe's achievements and her principled advocacy on behalf of those whose voices often go unheard. We honor a lifetime of devotion to equality and to the responsible stewardship of our land and our resources. And we celebrate the inspiring example of a life rooted in hope. Eminent Chancellor, with great pride and respect, I present Nettie Wiebe.
Nettie Wiebe, in recognition of outstanding contributions to ethics, ecology, social justice, and sustainable food production, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come. Congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, President, representatives of the Board of Governors, distinguished members of the Academy, families, friends, and especially graduates. I am humbled, honored, and grateful to be among you this afternoon. I realize, of course, that you are receiving your degrees after some years of rigorous study, research papers, lectures, exams. I, on the other hand, was out on the land, cultivating and seeding, monitoring the arrival of newborn calves, and gardening this spring. I want to express my thanks to the University of Alberta for recognizing the importance of women's work in producing food, taking care of the land, and nurturing rural communities. I dare say it is a rare honor you have bestowed on me, and by extension, on farm women. Congratulations to you, the graduates, and to all of those who made this important achievement possible for you. This is your personal achievement. Each of you is a unique individual and has arrived at this moment by your own path and because of your own choices, gifts, and efforts. You should be rightly pleased and proud of your achievements. But you did this in the context of family support, social support, friends, and dedicated academic teachers and mentors working in a fine, publicly funded university. So the congratulations must be extended to the many others who helped you to make this possible. While the degree you are about to receive is yours alone, this achievement is actually the wonderful result of collective endeavor, which does not diminish, but rather enhances it. Your achievement, your being, your future emerges from and is integrated into a complex context where each unique part and person matters. The great diversity of your individual gifts, your ambitions, your hopes, and your perspectives is important to shaping our collective future. Grasping the complex interdependence between ourselves and our environments, social, political, and ecological, is one of the biggest and most important challenges we are all confronting in our time. Our increasing technological sophistication, yours more than mine, I dare say, masks the interdependence by encouraging us to see ourselves as self-reliant and independent individuals. Ironically, as we seem to have become more technologically connected via social media and other platforms, we are increasingly disconnected and distanced from the natural environments and the living systems on which we all depend. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat. We no longer know where our lunch comes from, let alone the ecological and human cost of it. The costs of our current practices are very considerable, as the increasingly grim data on climate and ecological charts reveals to us. Industrial agriculture is a major contributor to the ecological destruction, using over half of the world's freshwater supplies, contaminating lakes and waterways with chemical runoff, eliminating wildlife habitat, and contributing to a precipitous loss of biological diversity in food crops and animal genetics. In order to heal the Earth and meet the challenges of climate change, we need to appreciate and protect the ecological and cultural diversity that millions of communities in every part of the world have created over thousands of years. I am convinced that the wisdom and care of people of the land, small-scale farmers, peasants, indigenous communities, and others who have lived, worked, and grown food sustainably in a myriad of ways within unique environments over millennia are essential for our collective future. Unless we dismiss this as a remnant of the past, it is useful to be reminded that peasant agriculture still feeds 70% of the world and nurtures the rich biodiversity that is the foundation of agriculture and the key to a sustainable future. And women actually grow much and cook most of the food that feeds families and communities. Despite the political, economic, and environmental pressure on peasant and small-scale farmers, these marginalized communities continue not only to exist, but to demonstrate courageous resistance and tremendous resilience. Peasant movements such as the Via Campesina and solidarity with justice and environmental allies are an antidote to despair over ecological destruction. In the Via Campesina, we don't just tolerate diversity, we cherish it. Just as biological diversity is necessary for survival and resilience in the natural world, so cultural diversity is necessary for cultural and social and political resilience. Achieving monocultures in agriculture has required concerted and sometimes brutal repression of alternative food systems. Likewise, practicing monocultures socially and politically usurps democracy in favor of dictatorships. For rich, sustainable, democratic societies, we must embrace difference, practice inclusion and compassion, and celebrate diversity. We know that the problems of ecological destruction and climate change are not confined to discrete locations and cannot be solved by individual efforts alone. They require the wisdom, humility, ingenuity, and care of all of us who want to eat well and live in healthy, flourishing communities. As each one of you receives your degrees this afternoon, I urge you to embrace your unique gifts and use them to enhance and enrich the larger social and ecological context in which you live, work, continue to learn, love, and eat. Congratulations.
Dr. Wiebe, thank you for your inspiring words about our connection to our environment and the critical role of diversity in our society. To commemorate this honorary degree, we would now ask that you sign our University Honor Roll.
Sign right there.
And that makes it official. You are now a member of the University of Alberta Class of 2018. Welcome to the family. And now, graduates, it is your turn. As the name of each graduate is called to cross the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have an opportunity to congratulate you. When we greet each other, that will be the moment that your degree is conferred and you become a graduate.
Would the candidates please rise? Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the Augustana faculty, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Now you have a speaking part here, so if you haven't got your programs open to page 5, now would be a very good time to do that. Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourselves faithfully, loyally, and to honor your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, to serve your community for the public good, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Will the candidates please come forward to have their degrees conferred? Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction, a Community Mental Health Certificate, winner of the Social Sciences Medal, and the winner of the Augustana Medal, Andrea Marie Weber. This award will be presented by the President.
Andrea Weber is this year's recipient of the Augustana Medal, awarded to the student convocating from Augustana faculty with the highest academic achievement based on a cumulative grade point average basis. Andrea is convocating today with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and a Certificate in Community Mental Health, Theory and Practice. Her academic excellence at the University of Alberta have been demonstrated by maintaining first-class standing throughout the entirety of her degree, leading to the procurement of many scholarships. She has also volunteered much of her time to the Family Violence Action Society and the Canadian Mental Health Society. Andrea is excited to pursue a career in counseling, law, or forensics, working with sexual trauma survivors. Andrea, on behalf of the University of Alberta, congratulations on your accomplishments.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Praise Adeola Adekojo. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree, a Certificate in Community Engagement and Service Learning, and a Certificate in International Learning, Kyle Michael Anderson. Hannah Rose Ballhorn, with distinction. Tara Lynn Berger. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree and a Certificate in Interdisciplinary Leadership Studies, Marissa May Bouchard. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction and a Certificate in Writing Studies, Gwendolyn Marie Davidson Bracken. Valerie Lynn Brown, with distinction. Haley Devon Carey. Amy Frances Cherkis. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree and a Certificate in Interdisciplinary Leadership Studies, Jessica Nora Corcoran. Talia Morgan Dale. Jody Christopher Dalk. Brooklyn Katrina Kelly DeWall. Jessica Elizabeth Dostie with distinction. Kyla Haley Gilchrist with distinction. Austin Reed Gallant. Lauren Ann Griffin. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction and a certificate in international learning, Lauren Elaine Grosky. Connor Christian Gustel with distinction. Christian Nathaniel Hart with distinction. Elise Emily Hewitt. Yu Fei Huang with distinction. Grace Ann Humphrey. Caitlin Ray Husby. Alex Lauren Elsie Jorgensen Betke. Hillary Amanda Kemp with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree and a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, Destiny Faiza Mariam Kirumira. Joshua Johannes Kofed. Cheyenne Marie Lafferty. Jennifer Elizabeth Laskowski. receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction, and winner of the Fine Arts Medal, Samuel Albert Jack Lowe. Amy Caitlin McInnes. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction, a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Kelsey Dawn Mailer. Michaela Lynn Mayu. Duncan McDougall. Tannen Phyllis Sharon McKeever. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Courtney Elaine Nicholson. Alexin Janae Nicolette, with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Annika Beryl Olson. Ashley Dawn Ostapowicz. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree and a certificate in international learning, Caitlin Margaret Joy Pidsadowski. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree and a certificate in international learning, Matthew Purcell. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree, a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, and a certificate in international learning, Landon James Redelbach. Carson Philip Roach. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction and a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, Sienna Ashley Rose. Cassandra Jacqueline Jean Sanregret. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction, a certificate in community mental health, and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Haley Jane Smith. Devin Jane Sosnowski. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction and a certificate in community mental health, Callista Ocean Stoyles. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree and a certificate in international learning, Lillian Thiessen. Justin Edward Tiedman with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction, a Writing Studies certificate, and winner of the Humanities Medal, Danielle Marika Van Dusen. Gavin James Wilkes with distinction. Callum Alexander Ross Wilson. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction and a certificate in community mental health, Kaylin Ann Yaremko. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science, graduating with distinction, Thomas Vincent Anglin. Darcy Rose Diane Benoit with distinction. Victoria Christine Boyce. Nicole Kelly Brockman with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and graduating next week with a Bachelor of Education degree, Heather Lee Burfind. Nico James Butazzoni. Daniel Christensen with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction, a certificate in community engagement and service learning, and a certificate in sustainability, Caitlin Janelle Cook. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction, and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Rebecca Ann Dick. Alana Joy L. with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Deborah Eshenake. Cheyenne Lene Fairley, with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree and graduating next week with a Bachelor of Education degree, Heather Marie Fedina. Emily Lila Gross, with distinction. Holly Sumier Hamilton. Brady Philip Hammond, with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree and a certificate in sustainability, Kayla J. Hartley. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Richard Norman Henschel. Carrie Megan Hughes, with distinction. Jemila Damilola Ibrahim, with distinction. Sarah Miller Jobson. Bronte Peekaboo Tyler Kelly, with distinction. Shane William Kimber, with distinction. Andrew John Klassen, with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree, a certificate in community engagement and service learning, and a certificate in sustainability, Ayla Rochelle Krangnes. Hayden Alexander Laboucaine. Mofiyin Fulua Ulua Damilola Lawal, with distinction. Craig Darcy Lyons. Bryn Marie Markowski, with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and graduating next week with a Bachelor of Education degree, Leanne Michaela Marinowski. Jill Shannon Miskew, with distinction. Kareem Frederick Mugrabi, with distinction. Hamdi Saeed Muhammad. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree, a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, and a certificate in sustainability, Helena Elizabeth Irene Moore. Alexander David Olson, with distinction. Rolene Asegurado Paracuelias. Holly Renee Peterson, with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and graduating next week with a Bachelor of Education degree, April Dene Louise Pentalichuk. Seth Joseph Parrott. Chell Anders Peterson. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree, a certificate in community engagement and service learning, and a certificate in sustainability, Hien Dieu Pham. Justin Lane Brenoslo, with distinction. Leah Caroline Reed. Carly Loren Rivard, with distinction. Lacey Nicole Rose, with distinction. Crystal Lynn Rosine, with distinction. Carly Ray Kale Roth. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and a certificate in community engagement and service learning, Michelle Nicole Rude. Kelsey Sabanda with distinction. Ryan Louise Spratt. Braden Robert McLeod Stang with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and graduating later this week with a Bachelor of Education degree, Katie Hannah Stasuik. Chelsea Desiree Toft with distinction. Christine Tran. Caitlin Marie Urchuk. Chelsea Marie Van Patten with distinction. Cameron Richard Vilsack. Larissa Aniko Joanne Wagner. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree with distinction and winner of the Science Medal, Cody Thomas Wales. Mariah Ann Weart. Bailey Elizabeth Louise Whipf. Allison Gabrielle Wood. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Management, Taylor Bannock. Cade Walter Byers. Carter Thomas Chin with distinction. Omotunde Jejede. Alia Kadir. Rhea Kennedy Larson, with distinction. Patrick Mate. Devin Edward Prue. Philip Eve Rue. Caitlin Katrina Romanuk, with distinction. Alex Glenn Rumack. Danisha Hirji Suchak. Patrick Thompson Gale. Greg Allen Thronsden, with distinction. Lucas Sidney Vandenberg, with distinction. Joseph Bradley Wagner. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Music, Angelique Jane Yerba, with distinction. Shaylee Ann Bain, with distinction. Carrie Ann Hubbard, with distinction. Hilda Lamb, with distinction. Eric Orland Skredding, with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance today.
Well, graduates, you've made it. You're now officially on the other side. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018. Now, today is truly a proud moment for your parents, siblings, grandparents, spouses, and children, and for the University of Alberta. In total, we will graduate 6,713 students in convocation ceremonies to be held this spring. And so now, it is your turn, graduates, to get up, turn around, get everyone's attention, and let's give the people who have supported you through all of this a huge round of applause. Go ahead, stand up, give them a... Thank you. Please be seated.
To the graduating class of 2018, congratulations and welcome to the family. My name is Jeffrey Behrens, and I graduated from the University of Alberta Augustana faculty in 2010, and it is my honor to congratulate you on becoming a University of Alberta alumnus and to officially welcome you to the alumni family. You are joining a proud and an inspired group of graduates, committed to each other's success and committed to the building of the University of Alberta into one of the world's great universities for the public good. I call upon you to stay connected with each other and with alumni and with your university throughout your lifetime. We will be there for you, we will be there for each other, and we will be there for our university. I also call upon you to go out from this place and be inspired by the promise and challenge of our alumni to do great things. Our alumni have done many great things in the past, and now it is your turn. Great things are actions big and small. They can take place anywhere and at any time. They support other alumni, the university, and our society, and they come from using the knowledge and talents you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and the betterment of everyone. Congratulations and best wishes in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
No matter what your story, where you came from, what it took to get here, at this place, you were welcomed. You became part of our family. At this place, you inherited a spirit of innovation, of action, of coming together to uplift the whole people. Our school and our spirit have grown, but we still learn, innovate, lead, solve problems, take action. We raise up our communities, and we help others succeed. We are University of Alberta alumni, and for more than a century, we have come together and carved a new trail for those who follow. Together, we are stronger. Together, we shine brighter. Together, from this place into the world. Together, we have and we will do great things.
This has been an exciting year at Augustana, one marked by the launch of a new academic calendar and a new first-year seminar program, by the opening of what will soon be named the Rashmi Bale Learning Commons, by the completion of ambitious renovations to 3 chemistry and biology labs, by a philanthropic gift that will enable Augustana in coming months to add an astronomical observatory to our research station at Miquelon Lake Provincial Park, by a round dance that was attended by 1,000 people from Augustana and surrounding communities, by a sold-out live-streamed conversation with prominent dissident Edward Snowden, and by amazing student leadership on challenges related to sexual assault, reconciliation with our Indigenous neighbors, sustainability, outreach to youth in our community, and many other important issues and challenges. This graduating class and this past year will have a special place in my own memories. Along with all the other speakers, I extend my congratulations to you, our graduates, the class of 2018. We who have been your teachers have entered this profession not just because of a burning passion for our disciplines, but also because we have discovered that teaching is a way for us to make a meaningful investment in the future. It is, for most of us, our means of committing to the construction of a better world. You, our graduates, give us many good reasons to be hopeful, and for that, all of us up here say thank you. At this time, I would also like to thank the many individuals who have contributed to our celebrations today. First, I would like to recognize the dignitaries here on the stage, including our inspiring speaker and honorary degree recipient, Nettie Wiebe, Chancellor Douglas Stollery, U of A Board of Governors Representative Sherry Somerville, President David Turpin, University Registrar Lisa Collins, and the 13 representatives of the University Senate who have joined us this afternoon. In addition, it's a pleasure to recognize and thank the Honorable Bruce Hinckley, MLA for Wetaskiwin-Camrose, City Council Member Wayne Thronson, who today is representing Mayor Norm Mayer of the City of Camrose, Board of Governors Member Lynn Parrish, former board member and proud grandmother of a graduate, Agnes Haviland, and Non-Academic and Staff Association President and University Senate member, Elizabeth Johansson. In addition, it's a pleasure to welcome back Augustana University College and University of Alberta Professors Emeriti David Dolly, Gary Gibson, Dave Larson, and Yvonne Becker, along with former Dean Roger Epp. Finally, to my good friend and Augustana alumnus Jeffrey Behrens, thank you for representing the University of Alberta Alumni Association. During Convocation, as many of you may already know, the university recognizes the academic accomplishments of graduating Indigenous students by presenting those who wish to participate with an offering by an elder. We at Augustana adopted this practice in 2008. Since then, students at Augustana have elected to receive either an eagle feather or a Métis sash. Today, we graduated 11 Indigenous students. The formal presentation was graciously handled by Cree Elder Mary Munias, with assistance from Indigenous Student Advisor Megan Caldwell. Our grateful thanks to both of you. Finally, I would like to thank the Capitol Brass for their role in our ceremony, along with our graduating vocalist, of whom we're especially proud, Hilda Lamb. As we conclude the day's ceremony, I'm proud to tell all of you that the Augustana Convocation and related events have received a gold certification as a University of Alberta Office of Sustainability Green Spaces event. Our commitment to achieving this level of certification reflects important core values here on our campus. In closing, I would like to provide a brief guide to what is coming next. First, I would like to let you know that we consider all of you who have supported our graduates, whether you are a parent, grandparent, partner, or friend, now to be a part of the Augustana family. Because of this, we have placed an invitation on your seats to stay connected with Augustana. Should you wish to do so, please fill out the form and either leave it on your chair or deposit it in one of the boxes near the exits. We promise to keep you informed, but not to inundate you with too many mailings. And we hope in turn you will become a source of information about Augustana in your local communities. Second, I would like to invite all our graduates to assemble at the conclusion of today's ceremony by the Treaty Bear on the main quad just south of the Performing Arts Center for a class photo. After the photo op, I invite the graduates and any guests who are interested to assemble along College Lane for the 2018 graduate tree planting ceremony. Finally, everyone here is invited to the alumni reception in the forum. This event is hosted by the Augustana alumni as a welcome and a celebration of their newest members. The reception is spread across 3 areas with food stations, photo booths, and grad t-shirts in each area. It has been organized so students can have an opportunity to introduce their guests to favorite faculty members. Faculty in Fine Arts and Humanities, representing English, philosophy, religion, modern languages, music, drama, and art, will be helping to host at the station in the Faith and Life Lounge. Faculty in Science, representing math, physics, biology, chemistry, environmental science, and computing science, will be helping to host at the station in the Wahkotowan Lodge in the lower level of the forum. And faculty from social sciences representing history, political studies, psychology, sociology, physical education, outdoor education, economics, management, and global and development studies will be helping to host at the station on the main floor of the forum. There is signage to guide you, and comfortable seating is available in all 3 areas. I look forward to wandering around and personally greeting and congratulating many of you. Many members of our class of 2018 participated in an Augustana tradition, the ringing of the centenary sculpture bell on their last day of classes. Graduates can pick up their photographs capturing this moment beside the welcome desk in the forum, and this is my personal gift to each of you. I thank you for your attendance today, and this officially closes today's convocation. I request that you please stay seated until the completion of the recessional. Good afternoon.